How to replace the flush in your toilet. Difficulty level: 1 hammer. If the flush in your toilet never stops filling, there is a good chance that the valve has been clogged or damaged by limescale. It is easy to replace it by following this guide. You will need a toilet flush kit, including the inlet valve assembly and the flush valve, complete with all the seals and installation accessories. To choose the right system, you should check the diameter of the hole for the flush control lever in the lid. If it is between 10 mm and 16 mm, you should choose a lever pull waste system. If the hole is larger than 16 mm, choose a push-button waste system. In this case, you can opt for a double volume flush. There are 3 types of inlet valves. There is the standard, with a lateral float and mechanical shutoff, which is the noisiest, 32 dBs. The compact with hydraulic float and shutoff. This is quiet and you can easily adjust the water level. Finally, there is the eco-hydraulic model that controls the fill depending on the water supply. This is quiet, 18 dBs. You can easily adjust the water level and make savings of around 7%. You can find both single and double flush systems. In the latter case, you can choose between a cable system and a flapper valve attached to the lid. No risk of it dropping. There are also some systems specific to the particular brand of toilet. 2 in particular. The WC Porsche uses a pull mechanism, a square waste, and a system for older water tanks, ideal standard. You need an adjustable spanner and a pair of water pump pliers. You will find 2 separate assemblies inside the tank. The first controls the filling of the tank. The second controls draining the water into the bowl. Turn off the water supply and flush the toilet. Then remove the supply feed. With some models, you have to unscrew the flush control lever at the top of the tank before removing the lid. Dismantle the inlet valve mechanism. Unscrew the bolts fixing the tank to the bowl. Then lift up and remove the tank. Remove all the fixtures. Then undo the mounting ring from the drain assembly. Clean any trace of limescale from around the seal. Place the new valve system and seal into the tank and make sure all moving parts are correctly positioned. If you have a lateral float, make sure that the paddle is on the side opposite the inlet pipe to avoid interference with its movement. Insert and tighten the large nut under the tank with the spanner provided. Each of the mounting screws has its own washer and waterproof ring. Check and follow the sequence of assembly by referring to the fitting instructions. Position the rubber seal and place the tank on top. Do up the screws underneath the bowl tightly to ensure that the seal is watertight. Place the waterproof seal on the threaded pipe of the inlet float valve. Place the valve inside the tank, pushing the threaded pipe through the hole in the side. Do up the nut on the side of the tank. Tighten it, but don't force it. Reconnect the water supply, and don't forget the sealing washer for any mesh filter, depending on the model. On the other side of the tank, cover the hole with a blanking plate. You can adjust the height of the water in the tank to restrict the amount of water used. Follow the manufacturer's instructions according to the model you installed. The flush control button may vary from model to model. It may be a single push flush or a double, or come with a number of different options. It is attached to the lid of the tank. All that remains now is to turn on the water supply and check that everything is working perfectly. This replacement job could save you a lot of water over a year.